What if I told you that the next 90 days could change everything? Not in a superficial way, not with small improvements, but with a transformation so deep that you would become unrecognizable, even to the mirror. This isn't theory, it's practice. It's real. It's a process that demands courage, surrender, and an uncompromising decision, because it's not easy. It never was, but it's possible. And if you're here, reading this, it's because some part of you is tired of postponing. Tired of living on autopilot, tired of knowing you could be more, but continuing to be less. The truth is, most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they negotiate too much with their weaknesses. They say, just today, no, and that just today becomes a habit. They start excited but quit when discomfort shows up. They chase shortcuts but never build the path. And you know this because you've lived it. But now it's different, because now you'll do what most people won't. You'll stay, you'll endure, you'll build. Over the next 90 days, you will abandon the illusion that you need motivation to act. You'll understand that discipline is the only bridge between the man you are and the man you want to become. And you'll discover that consistency isn't about doing a lot. It's about doing it every single day. No negotiation, no excuses. Because the pain of discipline is temporary, but the weight of regret, that lasts a lifetime. You need to understand this urgently. You're not stuck because you're weak. You're stuck because you keep feeding patterns that no longer serve you. And as long as those patterns are still there, you'll keep stumbling in the same spot. You'll keep mistaking movement for progress. You'll keep thinking you're trying when in reality, you're just distracting yourself. So this isn't an invitation to feel good. It's a call to become dangerous, not to others, but to everything that's been holding you back. You need to build a new identity. And that takes more than intention. It takes execution. You don't become a disciplined man by watching videos. You become one when you wake up tired and train anyway. When you're distracted but choose to focus. When you're unmotivated and still take action. Discipline begins exactly where desire ends. And that transformation starts with a new mental environment. Over the next 90 days, you'll feed your mind with purpose, not noise. You'll read, you'll reflect, you'll write. You'll train your mind to think for itself instead of echoing what it consumes. You'll transform your mental space into a fertile field for new decisions. Without that, any effort will be sabotaged by the inner chaos you haven't mastered. You need order on the inside to create power on the outside. Your body will be the next pillar. Because it doesn't just carry your weight, it carries your energy, your clarity, your presence. You don't need a gym, you need effort. 30 to 60 minutes a day, movement, intensity, sweat. Because every drop of sweat is a declaration. I keep going. And every workout is a silent affirmation that you're not the same anymore. You don't move because you're excited. You move because you decided. The third pillar is your mission. It doesn't matter if you already know exactly what it is. What matters is that you pursue it with depth every day. For 90 minutes daily, you'll dive into real work. Writing, learning, building. No distractions, no breaks, no excuses. This block of deep work will be your advantage. Because while others are still thinking, you'll be executing. And the world always responds to execution. Then comes silence, stillness. At least 10 to 20 minutes a day where you do nothing but exist. No phone, no music. Just you, your breath, your presence. Because in that silence, you reconnect with your identity. It's in that quiet that you stop chasing and begin remembering who you are. You need to stop running from your own mind. Let it detox, because a constantly stimulated mind is a weak one, and you can't build strength on weakness. But none of these pillars mean anything unless you honor the most important one, the pillar of non-negotiation. Starting today, you do what you said you'd do, period. You don't negotiate with laziness, fear, or delay. You don't wait to feel ready. You act even when you're exhausted. Because that's where identity shifts. Every time you do what you committed to, even when it's hard, you reprogram your brain to believe your word is law. And when your word becomes law, your life becomes results. On this journey, you'll hit 3 walls. The first comes around day 7 or 10. The excitement fades. Fatigue sets in. Your mind begins to sabotage. Take a day off. Ease up. You've earned it. None of that is true. It's just your old self trying to survive. If you want to be reborn, that version has to die. And it dies through quiet discipline, not through drama. The second wall comes around day 30. The routine feels dull. The progress is invisible. Doubt creeps in. Is this even working? The answer is yes, but only if you keep going. Because at that point, even if you can't see it, everything inside you is already changing. Your brain is adjusting, your will is sharpening, your presence is getting stronger. You just have to keep planting. The harvest is coming. The third wall is the edge of transformation, around day 60. Something shifts. You wake up and realize you're no longer pretending. The habits are part of you. The effort has become rhythm. The discipline has become instinct. You finally become what you've been trying to be for years. And when that happens, everything changes. Because the new identity no longer needs motivation. It simply moves. But this version doesn't appear by accident. You must make decisions today that you don't revisit tomorrow. Final decisions. Cut everything that doesn't build you. Eliminate distractions. Quit alcohol, endless scrolling, empty conversations. Make your environment a temple, your day a battlefield, your focus a fortress. You also need systems. Stop depending on goals that inspire and start building routines that sustain. Because it's not goals that shape who you are. It's the habits you repeat every day. Define your ritual. Same wake-up time, same morning flow, same workout window, same reading block, same execution time. Rhythm creates momentum. Momentum creates power. Power creates transformation. And when you're tired, when it feels like nothing's changing, when the world seems deaf to your effort, come back to the most important question. The man I'm becoming. What would he do right now? Then do it. Because the more often you choose that man, the more you become him. At the end of 90 days, no one will recognize you. But most importantly, the man you used to be won't exist anymore. Because he was defeated by sweat, by focus, by silence, by decision, by action. You won't just change your life. You will change your identity.